Tonight I'm going to make some acorn squash. It's very, very simple. First thing I do is cut my acorn squash in half and de-seed it. Then I'm going to take just regular cinnamon, sprinkle a little cinnamon over my acorn squash. And I'm going to take Casserole white corn syrup and I'm going to drizzle just a little over each. Then I'm going to take brown sugar, sprinkle brown sugar in the middle. It's easier to do it this way. And then I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of butter in the center. This would have been easier with stick butter, but I don't have any. Then all I'm going to do is just cover this with some aluminum foil, and I'm going to bake this for about 45 minutes covered on aluminum foil. After 45 minutes, I'm going to take the aluminum foil off, and then I'm going to bake it an additional 15 minutes without the foil on it so that it gets brown. To go with my acorn squash tonight, I'm going to make some barbecued pork chops and pork steaks. I'm just going to bake these in the oven, and then after they've baked for maybe 45 minutes, I'll throw them underneath the broiler and get a good crisp on them when I add my barbecue sauce. One thing I season them with is some onion powder, garlic powder, and one of my favorite seasonings, it's this Tony's Creole. It's got a good amount of heat to it, and I'll sprinkle that on there. And then, of course, some coarse ground black pepper. I'll throw those in the oven, bake those for 45 minutes. When those come out, I'll put barbecue sauce on them and then stick them underneath the broiler. I'm also going to make something called corn pudding. And it's so good. All it is 1 box of Jiffy corn muffin mix and 1 egg. You're going to take 1 can of whole kernel corn, drained, add that. And you're also going to take 1 can of cream style corn, add that. And sour cream and butter. Mix it all together. After it's all mixed, you're going to put it in a greased baking dish, and you're going to put that in the oven and bake it for half an hour to 40 minutes. So it's 1 box of Jiffy corn muffin mix, 1 can cream corn, 1 whole can of whole kernel corn, 1 cup of sour cream, and butter. Bake 40 minutes. Okay, dinner is finally done. So these baked for about 45 minutes, and then I barbecued them, and then I put these in the broiler. And then our acorn squash and our corn pudding or corn casserole. People call it different things. It took a little bit longer than what I had said. This took about an hour to cook completely. So there is our dinner for tonight. Barbecued pork chops, acorn squash, and corn pudding. And I also use Sweet Baby Ray's honey chipotle barbecue. It's our favorite barbecue.